Uh, okay. Interesting. Yeah, there's a little bit delay on my side.
Oh man, we're going.
We are.
We got a race between Roman and OverlordBossk. How you doing, Quattro?
I'm doing well. How about yourself, man?
Doing pretty good. Let's see.
I do believe both Bosk and Roman are newer runners.
Yep. And they're in my group, so I'm gonna have to keep an eye on these guys and
Ain't that
scope out my
cheating?
competition.
Ain't
No, it's don't you start, man.
So we do have a little bit of a delay, I think. Both runners had, well, not Roman per se, but Bosk had a little bit of SRL issues. That may just be why the timer's off a bit, but we're okay outside of that. So we got our two boys waking up from the bed. And make our way into his sister's bedroom to grab the crack bat. If only you were given the Casey bat here, which is what I wanted to say.
The Casey bet, man, you
Yeah.
miss every time.
Basically, this whole beginning area is up till like maybe 4.5 minutes in. It's just we gotta make our way up a hill climb. There's a bunch of cops. They don't care that you're out there in your pajamas. You gotta make your way up to where Pokey is. Talk to him. Pokey's like, hey, there's some stuff going on. I'm here to check it out. You might want to go home, not get in the way of officers. And at that point, Ness is just like, okay, I'll just go home.
I like the cop that's right below Pokey that says, "Hey, are you friends with him? Can you actually get him out of here?"
All these cops are interesting. You got that cop, you got the cop walking to the cliffside. What's he doing?
He's fine. He's good.
He ain't doing his job. Normally there would be a lot of spawns here, but that doesn't happen until Ness gets dressed and comes back out here with Pokey in a bit. Go look for his brother Picky.
Yeah, at this point, spawns are off, and also RNG 3 is off, but that's for a bit more complicated
Right.
routing there.
And then we get the really great door knocking. I love it. It's just the best knocking. It's like it's got rhythm, and then Pokey at the end. He's like, you know what? I'm sick of this.
I've tried to replicate it in real life. It doesn't turn out nearly as awesome.
Yeah, like the kid. Nobody opens the door. It's like, what's up, man? It's like, why are you knocking like this?
Erythium showing why he's not a real Earthbound lover. So he says, "Hey, my brother Piggy's missing. You need to help me find it." And of course, you gotta say yes.
Yeah.
But Mom's like, "Well, you need to change out your pajamas first."
She tells you about the crack bat, which you already have, so we don't have to worry about that.
Thanks, Mom.
She can't see you carrying the bat with you already. Make sure none of your family member blocks you as you try to leave the building.
You get picky, and even though it's like 3 a.m., Dad calls.
Oh man, boss tried to leave. He's like, "No, I don't want Pokey here."
Yeah, that is an option, but it does waste a few seconds.
Gonna leave Pokey in your house with your mom? Nah. All right, so we have our first runner outside the house. Let's see what kind of spawns he gets. So normally in this area, we're gonna get a bunch of dogs, a bunch of crows, a bunch of snakes. The snakes can be stuttered. Dogs can't, and crows have a weird pattern that they fly in, but can luckily get stuck on cliff edges and trees. So far, neither of them look like they got anything really good going on.
Roman's gonna try the crow, it looks like. I thought better of it. I'm gonna try again
That
for another.
I would have gone
Oh,
for that personally because that crow was stuck. Ooh, Boss K came close to that crow.
yeah. He made it work. Roman had a stuck crow, but unfortunately he backed out of it. Ooh, oh, now the crow's stuck again. Yep, you're good.
Ooh, that crow is going crazy, dude. Boss K passed all of his spawns though, making his way up to Picky at the meteor.
Yeah, nice. Pretty clean walk there.
Roman just not having too much luck with spawns right now. It looks like. Yeah, that snake totally stutterable.
Come on, man, you got it. Unfortunately, he's got to go until he can go up.
Yeah.
Okay, he's good now. Yeah.
Boss K a little bit further up from the meteor that you'd want to be. Because normally, if I do recall, Buzz kind of just like spawns from the meteor and flies towards Ness.
Yeah, he starts off flying towards Pokey's head,
Yeah.
and then he moves over to Ness.
So the closer you want to be to the meteor, the better that would be.
Right.
Around this time, Pokey hears about like 3 boys and a girl being the saviors. Pokey actually thinks he's part of it. Now, luckily, we have Erythium around here to, give a little bit more info in chat.
Boss getting the bread roll, which will be a helpful healing item in just a few minutes.
Now, time for a really cool fight that you have no part in.
It's auto fight and hope for the best.
Now, you could have a part in if you leveled up a little bit and was maybe smashing Starman for about 14, but outside of that, you're not really doing much. So, the first turn Buzz is going to do a shield and just a few attacks from the kids, except for Pokey because he's too scared. And really, you want Buzz to do charges here or smash for 150. Because if he does a normal attack, there's most likely a chance it's going to be a low damage roll. I think the lowest I've seen is about like 27.
Yeah, somewhere in there. Starman's got 200 HP, and so you're hoping that Buzz does an average of at least 100 each turn. Not the case for Boss. We're gonna go to at least 3 attacks before Starman goes down.
Yeah, normally when Starman attacks, you really want to see him do a freeze alpha or a guard, because doing fire alpha is going to attack all the kids, which wastes turn. Or it wastes time from all the dialogue.
Yeah, it looks like Roman's first attack was pretty low too, so unless he gets a really good second turn, it's probably a 3-turner as well.
Alright, we got an 832 Starman. Or roughly 830, 832, depending on where you split. For Boss K.
Yep, gonna be at least a 3-turner for Roman as well. So Boss is gonna go in here talking to Pokey's dad and go through a little bit of dialogue here.
I feel Boss K in this situation might be a little bit too far to the left, because his name is so weird and I can't remember it. He kind of likes to walk down. Yeah, he kind of likes to walk down sometimes and to the right. Yeah, Buzz has a pretty huge hitbox there, so you want to try to like not bump into that giant box. But yeah, Aloysius can like kind of just block you, and if Lardna doesn't move, then you're sitting there waiting for both of them to move, or you have to go back over to the left and cut around.
Yeah. Gotta say yes to the first part of Buzz's story, and then say no to the second. You can say no by saying mashing B and select. So start off by mashing A and L, and then switch over to B and select after the first answer has been fulfilled. And now Bosk is getting to daytime Onet.
And the fun part right here is you might encounter a zoo. Good job dodging that dog.
He didn't even pay his ticket for this, man. Oh, the snake's gonna be fine. He'll get stuck on the tree.
Okay, he didn't pay his ticket. That's why he didn't get to see the zoo. So he's good there.
Go up through the trees, get a Mr. Baseball cap, just to sell it, because it's worth a lot more money than it is defense.
Right.
He'll equip it first because it makes it a little easier to sell it that way. Now Roman gets his nice walk down.
Bosk is gonna grab this not garbage can. He's gonna grab the hamburger out of the garbage can.
No, he's just taking the whole garbage can with him. It's fine.
Hey, look, if you use that against a pogo punk, smashes for like 200, you should be good. What Bosk is gonna want to do, what both runners are gonna want to do, is they're gonna come into a drugstore and pull out $40. They're gonna use this to buy a few items from the store. They're gonna buy a T-ball bat, and then the baseball cap, selling the Mr. Baseball cap for $199, rounding up.
All good.
And then buying a cheap bracelet. This is enough defense to where Frank and all these enemies you're gonna come up to are gonna hit you for a whole lot.
Did I just see Boss do like the old school manip style there? Bump the bush before going down?
Dude, I have no idea with manip, so that's all on you, man.
It sure did look like it to me. Pogo Punk's a common death point, depending on how you want to play. If you want to eat the bread roll after getting one charge forward. Come on, one more hit. One more hit. Yeah, Pogo Punk's down. Number 1.
It's a bit iffy of a first Pogo Punk being doing those charge attacks right off the bat for 12. Using
Roman
that
taking a bit of an unconventional approach to the arcade walk.
Yeah, normally I never like to go that side because a lot of times the sharks spawn over there. We got another hamburger for Boss K from the second Pogo Punk.
Please don't charge forward on Roman. Okay, whew, we missed.
Oh, that could have hit though.
Yes, yeah,
that was
very bad.
A bit risky. Playing it safe, grabbing the bread roll there would have been fine. Alright, Boss K is gonna heal up right before going into the Frank fight.
So with Frank, you want to heal after every time he attacks you, and it'll probably take about 5 hits to kill Frank. If he's lucky, it might be 4 here.
Oh, he's not gonna do a life up. He's gonna use a burger.
Yeah, usually life ups are better to be done first, because they'll always heal for full. Burgers not necessarily.
Ooh, he's got a nest that doesn't like to hit. Alright, he mashed.
Got the 23.
That could have been real dangerous.
So now he's gonna have to go to burgers. He only got 1 left, so it's, he better make it work.
He's got a blind nest.
Wow, Ness, come on. No, there's no more burgers, man.
Alright, yeah, he's just gonna go auto fight.
Oh, the smash.
Ooh.
Come on.
Ooh.
Yes. 2 HP.
Alright, let's see.
I'm very concerned about Frankenstein, but let's see what Roman's got.
Alright.
Both runners deciding to use burgers while having life up.
Right. Interesting.
Ooh, that is a low HP. Oh, he got lucky.
Yeah, nah, Boss K took the first death. He got real bad luck with Frank there. Too many misses.
Okay, Roman's got Frank, so let's see how Frankenstein goes. You you cursed him with a Casey bet, Quattro. Why, man?
So if you do take a death there, you want to make sure you do talk to your mom before leaving. Because if you try to leave and go back to Frank, you'll notice that all your PP is gone. You have no psychic points. So the best is to sleep at home by talking to your mom, restoring all your HP, all your PP, so that way when you go back to Frank, you are refreshed, rejuvenated.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So both runners taking the Frankenstein fight.
Ooh. Yeah, that snake was too far in the middle of that path. It's best to despawn it. Did Roman sleep at the house?
I did not get to see. I'm not sure. Looks like he didn't.
He walked out pretty quick.
Yep. He's looking at it now. 0 second points. What's he gonna do?
He's just gonna go.
Boss getting some extra burgers, extra healing items for the Frankenstein fight.
I think he's just gonna do his shopping here, apparently. Unless he just bought a few.
Yeah, you shouldn't have enough money to finish it, but he's doing the bush bump again.
Okay, yeah, that must be that must be like a manip thing. Although, to be fair, you don't really need to do that bush bump if you kind of just walk in the center of that road.
Where is Roman going? Is he looking for butterflies?
I don't know. Maybe.
All right. Well, at least Bosk is back in the Frankenstein fight. So yeah, life up there. You could have possibly waited one more turn, but auto fight's good.
All right, and Frankenstein down for Boss Kate. I wonder what Roman's gonna do now, though. He didn't take the mom hill, and I wonder if he doesn't know that you can do that. And he has no PP. He was looking for butterflies, couldn't find any. So I wonder what he's gonna do with this fight.
Boss is taking the free heal from Frank after you beat him.
Oh yeah, extremely safe to do that. If you're trying for like a faster pace, if you have enough PP at the end, which you could if you get some good damage rolls, you can actually just completely skip the hill. Maybe do like 1 life up. Make your way to shopping where you can get some burgers. They shouldn't have to really do it now, though. Because Boss K has already been to the burger shop. Maybe he didn't grab enough, but he did grab some.
Good heal there.
It would have been safer just to like heal during the useless turn from Frankenstein, because he could tear through him for like, I think the most I've seen is like 36. But he had a good smash on him.
All right, we both suffered a death at Frankenstein, but we have gotten through it, and yeah, it looks like Boss is going to buy a few more extra burgers for the giant step area.
I think Roman might have to go back and do that too. But luckily here, Roman's gonna use the Frank rest. And now he's full HP, full PP, so he should be good going into the cave. Cave is a fun part because not only do you have to hope for a good slug grind, then you have to hope for a good boss fight. And we all know Titanic Ant at this point.
Titanic Ant can smell out a bad pace.
Whew.
Or a good pace rather, and then so you got a few ways to look for some slugs, and looks like boss is gonna do at least start off doing the door despawn, and so
Okay.
you got 2 spawn plates to look at when you come out, or another option is to just walk left and right and trigger 1 spawn plate. Boss got his first 4-pack.
What he wants to do is just wants to bash here, which is nice.
Yep,
You want to bash here because walking into the cave, since you're level 5, you may actually end up not having like a high amount of offense. So most of the time for these slugs, if you're low rolling, you're not going to kill them in 1 turn. You'll get like 29 and under. Well, the slugs have 30 HP.
The greatest feeling is when you decide to auto fight and you hit all 4 of them for less than 30. You're just like, welp.
Man, I've had those fights.
Yep.
And it's even worse too because sometimes you may not have the defense either. So these slugs could be hitting you for 5 as well.
Yeah, and you know, well, shout outs to Boing that somehow randomly got a 6 HP hit.
I've also seen a 6.
Really?
It was the way I saw it though. It was weird. I don't know how Boing saw it, but it was after they were able to concentrate, and the slug had gotten closer, and then he hit me for 6. I was like, that's interesting. But it's rare. You don't normally see 6 damage from the slugs.
Yeah, you hate seeing 5. I go in there expecting it to be 4.
If they're lucky, one of them might find a bomb too.
Yeah, 1 in 128 chance, and that's per battle, not per slug. So let's see the mods roll in their favor.
That's a good percentage.
I'd bet on that.
And you can actually get it for more than just a single slug grind too, or a single fight. I've seen a bomb. I was given a bomb out of like a 4-pack. So.
Yeah.
They are just like really low rolls. So I have miscounted how many slugs boss has.
Yeah, I already knew not to try.
But Roman's on this first pack, I do believe. We'll see if he. I think Boss K, if he's at the right amount, I think he is. He might level up here because he might be at 12 unless he fought an extra 1.
But as Arithium in chat has said, the interesting thing about Giant Step is even though you're fighting 3 different types of enemies, all of them are stutterable. So if you keep that in mind, you could possibly get yourself out of a lot of situations.
Alright, so Boss K is at level 7, so he's past the 10. In order to your next level up after 6 is when you've killed at least 10 slugs.
Yeah.
So he's around that point. I think he might either be at 12 or 13 because I do believe he grabbed a solo one.
Okay, I thought I saw a 3-pack at some point, so I'm 210. Yeah. The level ups 210 and 22. Very nice.
2 slugs for level 6, 10 slugs for level 7, 22 slugs for level 8. We want to at least get to level 8 because we want rockin' for Titanic Ant.
Yeah. So these guys are staying on the first floor because even though they look the same on floors 2 and above, those black little pixels could actually be Antoids instead. And
Antoids can be a pain.
yeah, they are not nearly as nice as these slugs for grinding.
You got Pincered here. See what he's gonna do.
Using the environment to his advantage. Very nice.
Yeah, that's right. So Boss K may only need to have 1 to 2 more fights.
Another fun fact is you can kind of read the lag as to what you're about to come up to. In this game, more sprites equals more lag. So the 4-pack of slugs feels a lot more laggy than a mouse or anything like that.
Right. And that's what a lot of runners like to determine when they're trying to go up to the 3rd floor for the 6-pack. It's like, am I going up? Do I feel a lot of lag?
Yeah. But you found, what, 2 6-packs or something like that?
That one was weird. I don't know what happened. It came to me like a 6-pack. It came to me like a 6-pack, but one of the slugs did not move from its spot, so I only got 5. And then when I thought it was a solo, I went up and there were slugs spawned behind a rock that when I fought it, another 6-pack came. So I ended up fighting 11.
That's so weird. That's such a weird combination up there.
Had I known that, I would have gone up to the 3rd floor way earlier. Alright, Boss K should be level 8 here.
I believe so.
Yep.
Offense up by 6. He's definitely got at least 24 offense.
Definitely 24.
24 offense will let you auto-fight Antoids in the second half, which you may spawn right on top of.
Only the solo ones, though.
Correct.
If there's a single Antoid, you'll win the fight immediately. It's not even going to let you try to fight it. But if there's 2, it's going to put you in a fight.
So while I said these enemies are stutterable, the more sprites on screen, the more lag Ness also gets, which makes it harder to stutter. So Boss making good work of not getting into a fight even with 5 sprites on screen.
He's going to try to despawn. Going up the rope, because you don't want anybody really by the rope here.
I think especially 3 times in a row he had 4 out of 5 he's gotten slugs. The game's like, you wanted slugs, here they are. Gave them to you, man.
Alright, here's the issue that can happen. He can try to stutter this mouse, but then stuff can spawn as he's walking towards the side, which will cause lag. That will completely mess him up.
Oh, I don't trust this fight.
Oh,
wait, he had the offense. Yeah. No, he.
Oh no, that was an Antoid. It was an Antoid. Yeah, he does have the ant.
The experience said it was a slug. Believe it or not. I forgot
27?
he had the offense, but yeah, 27 is slug. 37 is Antoid.
Interesting.
Okay. So we're in the second zone now. He's got the 1 slug, Antoid, but he can auto fight.
Yeah.
Go ahead and get that extra burger.
Wonder if he knows if he's at full HP.
The Antoid spawns right on top of him, but he doesn't care.
Yeah, luckily it's a single one. Sometimes a double can spawn right there.
Don't take the double there.
Yeah. If you take a double at that point, you might as well just rockin'. Because
yeah,
I would normally rockin' and just hope I'd play a lot safer in Titanic Ant.
All right, so we're going up against Titanic Ant. Ant can be very scary, or he can just lay low. It doesn't matter. We're gonna start off with 2 Rockins and try and do as much damage as possible.
83, pretty good roll.
Yeah. The Ant's got 235.
Okay. Luckily, he doesn't.
He took out the Rockin' though. Yep. So we're at 110. We've got 120 to go.
Yeah, I personally would say hamburger. Like, if you get like a free turn after the rocking, you can rock it again. But if he hits you, best bet would be to probably use a burger just to try to top yourself off, or get a little more HP back, and then do another rocking.
In an unusual bout with that, well, let's see what this magnet took it away, but he had one more life up available right there.
And Antoid also does, or not Antoid, Titanic Ant also casts shields upon himself, which reduces your damage. This shield disappears every other third attack, I think.
Yeah, after 3, or if you get a smash. So if he does a shield, then you have to attack him 3 times. If he does a shield the very next turn, you have to attack him an additional 3 times. So it becomes 5. So it can spiral out of control really quick. But he got through it. He got through Ant. Very nice.
Not a bad Ant. On Roman's side, though, he tried to stutter this forward pack. Didn't do so well.
Yeah, he is level 8 now.
Yeah.
Offense went up by 3, so I'm not sure what his overall offense is.
Yeah, he'd have to check it to see. It's like if you get 2 offense, you're most likely at 23. If you get 3 or 4, that's something that you definitely might want to check. Anything above that, like a 5 or 6, you should be pretty good. You should be
at least at 24.
Yeah.
Did he just check? I missed it. I heard the menu open.
He did check it. I think he may be sitting at 23. Yeah, because if he was sitting at 24, he would have taken that single Antoid. So what Roman's gonna have to do, since he's not at 24?
Ooh.
I would have just left the room for Roman.
Right. Despawn it. Try again.
Oh, you got lucky though. Killed it first turn. That won't always happen though.
So while Boss is in the lead, I personally am going to focus on Roman because this is the more interesting aspect right here.
You got in a fight with 2 Antoids. Gonna bash
Call
it out.
for help. Excellent. Love it.
And that's what I was talking about. These things, they can do this.
Okay, so I don't know if I would like to hamburger or life up here. Quattro, you got any thoughts? He's gonna life up.
I personally would probably do, since, okay, he's doing a life up. What I would do is, since he was already low, like he was sitting under 30, I would say go ahead and life up, but you're not going to have that life up in the fight, but sometimes that doesn't matter. He's going to rob you of your PP anyways if he does a really poorly placed magnet. So I think life up is fine, depending on how low you are.
Definitely needs a burger. Good burger roll. It's iffy at 56. Yeah, magnet, perfect. Don't care. Can't use it.
I think with the Ant, yeah, magnet is a good roll there. I think with Ant, he does moves, or his biting attack can do about like 20 to 23 damage, maybe a little bit higher, but sometimes they can do higher rolls to like 44, and then smashing would be like 60 something.
Ant is down. Oh, I just saw Boss get that smash. So Bosch is starting the cops fight. So you got 4 cops and then Captain Strong. Each of the cops have 75 HP, and they can do a normal attack for about 15 HP roughly, and they can do a strong attack for about 30. So normally we try to heal around 55 HP. But we'll see how it goes.
Bossk did probably too early of a life up, I think. Normally,
I missed that point.
if you life up, you pretty much during a cop at least. You want to be under 40, which would probably be the safest point to life up. Mainly for a cop, if you're trying to play a little bit safe, use a hamburger if you get lower than 60. If you know what you're doing, you can use a hamburger under 55. But if you're lower, if you're sitting around the 30 range, you might want to go ahead and life up there. Normally, you don't want to get that low, though.
Boss, stop with the smashes, man.
Oh my goodness. Casey bet, more like gutsy bet.
Yeah, that was a little preemptive on the life up there. Well, I don't think he expected to outspeed the cop, but
Right, and that's another thing, because you can outspeed on healing, which is not cool. It sucks.
yeah. Yeah, the goal is to have at least 20 second points going into strong. You want to double rock in strong as much as you possibly can.
Alright, if he outspeeds here, he's good. 11. He might want to top himself off going into strong.
It's, I think, 79 or something. I personally would go for that. I think I would just go straight to the rockin'. He is gonna heal though.
If he does though, is he gonna? Okay, he's gonna heal. That's safe. That's the safe way to go.
74.
Because I do believe if you try to smash out of the submission, you don't do it well enough. Like if he does 2 submissions, that's just a lot of HP being taken off of you.
Yeah, you're right. I think a submission could go for up to about 60, which if he had 79 HP, then he probably wouldn't survive a second one. But
yeah,
for me, I'd probably play that risk. But nothing against him for doing it. It worked, and he is out in the lead.
Because there is the issue that one of your rockets may not actually do any damage.
Yeah.
So, like, if you get 2 submissions and you're dying and you push off a second rocket, and then the text that shows up says it did not affect, man, that's the roughest thing you'll ever see. Oh, I would have grabbed that burger, or not burger, but I would have grabbed that butterfly between those cops there. Roman on his 3rd cop.
What is it with the smashes? How come I never can get this luck?
Alright, so what Bossk is doing here is that in this area a lot of mushrooms can spawn. These mushrooms, unlike Antoids or the enemies that we dealt with in the cave, they aren't stutterable. They actually have a radius that aggroes them when you're in range. And as long as you get out of that range, they'll be fine. They'll go back to their stationary position. But these mushrooms are bad because they can cast a spore-like move onto nests, which then changes. If that happens, you basically have to manage like interchangeable D-pad buttons for the next minute or so, or actually no, it changes every minute. I do believe. I don't know the time length of when it changes. So what would happen is that instead of like up is up, down is down, what it would be like is right is down, left is up. And so
Yeah,
a lot of runners
crazy.
Yeah. Cats loving dogs, who'd have thunk it? But what a lot of runners like to do during that situation is they would change the controller how they hold it in order to. So like if they say like left is up and then right is down, they'll turn it clockwise and just use the D-pad like that. It's a little bit weird, but
Yeah, regardless of what the controls become, they all kind of keep the same orientation. So yeah, as Quattro is saying, if you just turn the controller 90 degrees or 180 or wherever you are in the pattern, it maintains the same pattern after that.
but to go about the mushrooms for Boss K when he was having to despawn that one in the middle of the path, he had to do that. There was very little like room he can get around it. For Roman though, this mushroom was kind of far off to the right around the package. I think he could have gone further left of it and not be in the mushroom's range and just ignore the fight in general without having to despawn. Maybe he had to get the burger. I don't know how many he's sitting on. I also saw Boss K take only out 200.
Roman didn't save right there.
Ooh.
Not sure if that's intentional or watching too much manip or what.
May have just cleared his mind. Well, if he dies, that is Onette, right?
You'd start back at Mom's house, yeah, your house.
Well, he's gonna have a lengthy walk back.
I mean, even if he did when he does the death warp.
But he may just be more interested in just doing the PRV walk instead of not dealing with the death warp in general.
I mean, he may. I'd be surprised, but let's see.
All right, Boss K in our favorite area.
PRV, man.
Cool. Please.
I think my last run, like, in PRV lost me over 2 minutes. Is great. I love it.
Most likely he forgot or didn't know. Most likely he also didn't take at the Frankenstein death. He also didn't take the mom hill, so maybe he didn't know about that. Clearly, I mean they're both newer runners, and there's so much to this game as far as like decision making and knowing what happens if you get in a rut. It's always a learning. It's always a good educational learning method. Just like, okay, this is trial and error. I'm gonna put myself in this bad situation. How do I get out? Okay, that doesn't work. I'll remember that next time.
Yeah, for sure. I've definitely learned that way.
I think that's the way a lot of people learn this if they don't know this game casually or know all the strats or enemy info, because it's difficult. It's difficult to know all that stuff.
Roman loading the pencil into memory. Whoa! Oh no! Got the UFO.
Yeah. UFO.
Oh, don't try and run. You've got like a negative 40% chance to run right now. Negative 30. Negative 20.
If he dies here, he knows he's gonna spawn at home. So
then he'll really notice. All right, so now he's about at 0. Now he can start actually trying to run.
All right, he's gonna be able to only
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
So UFO's got something like 55 speed, if I remember correctly, somewhere in that range. Ness probably has about 5. And the equation is your speed minus your enemy's speed plus 10% per round. First round being 10%. So it's 5 minus 55 plus 10. So he had around a negative 40% chance to run the first turn. And
He again didn't take the mom heal, so I don't think he knows about it.
Yeah.
And yeah, Toucan saying at least the eraser spawn. If he's aware of it, he can just go into the cave and right back out, and that will trigger the Apple Kid phone call. He doesn't actually have to go back through PRV again. Meanwhile, Bosk is about halfway through. If you take this part right here kind of wide, you can actually forego 2 spawn plates, and instead of having 3, you just have 1. But instead, Bosk is having a little bit of issue with the other spawn plates. Roman getting into a mushroom fight.
Yep. It didn't get spored, so that's at least decent.
Oh, I didn't even see that butterfly there.
I don't know if you talked about it, but the enemies, there are several enemies that we can encounter in PRV. As far as enemy names, I'm still unsure of it because, you know, I've been a new runner for like maybe, you know, my knowledge of the game is not great. But as far as like sprites, you have different things. You have like UFOs and you have diamonds, which they're kind of like crows in a way, where their patterns, where how they move, is like zigzagging. So they aren't gonna like necessarily go straight at you. So in order to like, you can kind of like bait them around like rocks or trees in order to get them stuck. Trees are slower than you, so you can actually outrun them. But then you have sproutlings, which, you know, you have to despawn them unless you can get out of their range, because they're very similar to mushrooms in that they have a radius.
Yeah.
And if you get in that radius, they're just gonna charge straight at you.
Yeah, typically that radius is smaller than most people think it is. But boy, when you find out that you thought it was a little too small, they'll make you pay for it real quick.
So Bosk has the money. He's gonna buy. He bought the Sandlot bat and he bought a Holmes hat. Some runners, if they take a bad death, they'll go a little bit northwest of the exit to Happy from PRV and grab the hard hat, which is sitting in the gift box in like a back corner. I don't know how many croissants he picked up though, but I think he has enough burgers.
Yeah, I didn't notice either.
Because if I do recall, I think he's got an extra like 4 burgers in his inventory, which is pretty good.
So we're starting the cultist fight on Boss's side. Typically, what you want to do is, if you have anything more than a cultist and a crow, just one cultist and a crow, you're going to use a rock in the next turn. They have 94 HP each, and they can hurt you for a lot, and they can call for help. 104 is going to get rid of at least 1. Ooh, he got the trifecta.
Wow.
Awesome.
Nice.
Making it easy, making it look easy. He's got this.
I am jealous of these rolls that they're getting.
Yeah.
Smashes on cops.
Yeah, Rockins are supposed to hit for anywhere between 40 and 120. So the odds of both of them going for at least 94 are less expected.
Okay.
Yeah. You can get random spawns of cultists in the cave, and
he didn't have to exit out of the cave, but I don't blame him for doing that.
A fun mechanic in this game is if you green swirl, which means it's like a preemptive strike. The first turn you can run. Except Quattro, what happens when you green swirl a cultist?
Well, funny you should ask that. For certain enemies, such as, if I do recall what you told me, cultists, cops, and slimes, mini slimes.
Correct. Go on.
You can't run from. So even if
why
you
is
get,
that?
I don't know. You never told me. You just told me I couldn't run from it. You
The
may have told
game-
me.
For those 3 enemies in particular, the game says that, like, for this cultist right here, there's script that goes with it. You can't run from a scripted fight because it's planned. And so the game says, well, the cultists are the same thing regardless of whether it's scripted or not, so you can't run from any of them.
Right.
And you're like, thanks, game.
So
You're the
that's
greatest."
why with cops, because cops are scripted during Captain Strong.
Yep.
And Slimes because of Mini Barf and Belch's base, and it makes a whole lot of sense. Also, that's silly.
All right, but boss is gonna start the car painter fight now that he's got the Franklin badge. Car painter is scripted. Oh, Roman, don't get in the red swirl. The car painter is scripted. He will do lightning, life up, attack, lightning, healing attack, and so you can kind of know what to expect. So you should expect lightning.
Oof! Run!
Oh, death.
Run!
Oh, Roman.
Oh,
Roman.
no! Did he at least make sure that he saved that department store?
I didn't see it. All right. Well, at least boss got through car painter. And pretty good HP. He's gonna be setting up a death warp, so the 33 HP is pretty good for that. Oh, he did save. Awesome.
Okay.
Good job.
Oof. Ugh. You scare me, Roman. But it seems that Boss K's car painter didn't go terribly.
Is he gonna get the hunter skip sandwich? He is.
Oh man.
Oh, but he's full of items.
Eat a
I
burger.
call it the, I
Oh,
call
he
it
had
the
a
hunter
cookie.
skip sandwich because I'm like the only one that does it. Skip sandwich is much more planned in the glitchless route, but in Boogie Percent it's much more optional. But I just like to have it in 3'd in case any enemies decide to aggro me at less convenient times.
That woman at the door, she's rough sometimes. But she's a lifesaver too. That woman right outside the
Janet.
cultist hut? Yes.
Yeah.
She actually saved me from a cultist, which is
Oh,
great.
I saw that earlier today. Yes, that was awesome. I was like,
like,
Janet doing work.
I was running right at the door, and this cultist saw me. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna get you," and Janet's just like, "Nope." All right, so Boss K is gonna get Paula here. Paula's just gonna grab her bear. He's gonna want to do some menuing here. Now, if this was any percent glitchless, what he want to do is he want to go ahead and give the cheap bracelet and the Holmes hat to Paula, drop the teddy bear. However, you don't need any of those items. So you could just drop the cheap bracelet, drop the Holmes hat, and then drop the teddy bear and you'd be fine. He's not dropping any of it. Not even the teddy bear.
I'm sure he's gonna get rid of something, but
Hopefully.
no, teddy bear, you're going down with us.
Okay, there we go. Is he gonna drop? Okay, he's gonna drop the cheap bracelet. He's gonna drop the Holmes hat. And he's gonna drop the teddy bear. Teddy bear, if you're gonna join us, you're gonna die with us.
All right, so there's no mold. That's a very rare miss. So you want the mole to kill you. Mole can be kind of trolly, but he's gonna ATM and bash with Paula. Ooh, all right. Ness is dead. He could auto fight now, and he will.
Alright, I'm keeping an eye on Roman's side, see if he can get that PRV. This place is a hellscape sometimes.
Paula's dead, so Death Warp's complete, and Boss is just gonna do some plot advancement. So yeah, Roman's where the focus needs to be at the moment.
Ooh, okay. That's pretty bad, because what he could have done, if he had just walked down there and there were like a UFO and a diamond, he could have like gotten into one of those bad fights between either those or the little sprout things. Let's see if he just finally gets out of PRV though. He was very close. He was up to this point, but got a really bad hit from the tree. I think the tree like smashed him for
Oh,
UFO.
You could see the swooping motion right there, plain as day.
All right, he's at PRV though. He doesn't have enough money. That's also bad.
He could take a loan. Erythium, can you give him a loan?
Let me go ahead and start up a game and send it to him.
Got a GoFundMe here.
Wonder what he'll do then. Because in that situation, you would want to, if you took a bad
Whoa.
death.
Time out. Don't do what you're doing, man.
Is he just doing? No, he's not doing it. He's gonna go back.
Okay, good. You definitely need the equipment here, otherwise.
You had the
otherwise there'd be
ATM.
bad
You
news.
should have some money in the bank.
Yeah, I
He
would
can-
expect him to have some.
He can at least sell his bat now and get the Sandlot bat. Okay, he's
Oh,
got
no.
112.
Yeah, he's fine.
Can't buy a whole lot.
He can get the sound. He can get both the equipments.
Buy the bat first. Okay, he bought the bat. He bought. He's gonna get the Holmes hat, which is 59. He can also get 2 croissants.
I think.
Because
I think I saw like 4 burgers in
Oh, does he? Does he have? Okay. If he ends up having to use multiples, which I doubt it, there is a croissant inside the cultist hideout.
Yeah, that's a good one to remember.
Yeah, it's just that one gift box at the southeast of the room. Ugh. Here we go with the Manip talk in chat.
Manip is a glitch. Prove me wrong.
Not intended by devs, it's cheating. Luckily now, Boss K gets a little bit of a breath of fresh air because we get to watch the Runaway 5 show, which is about
Yeah.
a minute long.
Yeah, input break. Woo!
Even though it's 6 band members and not 5.
Don't count. Stop counting. All right, come on, 94. Ooh, nice. Wow. The
I had-
double trifecta. What?
Did he get it too? How is this possible? Oh, and also I want to talk about something that Roman did, but I don't think Boss K did. After that fight, you'll notice that Roman went south past the fence. That fence is actually a photo trigger. So if you just walk out normally, if you try to walk past that, you would get photo guy come down, you'll get your fuzzy pickles. Howdy hard. But if you have just gotten out of the fight, you have that like invincibility frame or like your character's flashing for a bit, you can actually skip that trigger. And I noticed that from watching other people do it.
Well, actually, fun fact, Quattro. I don't mean to prove you wrong, but the photo is after you get Paula.
Oh, is it? Wait.
Yeah.
Is
so
it?
You can go down underneath all you want as long as you don't get Paula.
Ah, okay. I must have been confused then.
Yeah.
My bad for misinformation. Sorry.
All good, man. Come on, another 44? 40... That'll work. That's good enough. Both guys have had 3 Rockins available for Car Painter.
It's just it's weird to know when those photo triggers like trigger. Like it's just a weird thing because I know the one outside of Circus Tent. You don't hit that one for a while, and then
On the photo.
I always seem to run into it when I go back to 3 later on
Yeah.
in the game.
Yeah, it starts when 3 does daylight.
However, there is a photo trigger outside of Runaway 5 show, or the cinema or the movie theater, wherever it's at. Right by the door going in. So you'll notice that when Boss K was entering and leaving, he moved from the right and then went down, avoiding that photo trigger. And of course, Erythium, you can't get the one below the theater until you get the backstage pass.
56 HP is not terrible, as long as the
No.
level ups are good.
If he gets-
59,
yeah,
I'd still
that's still more.
I'd still personally go mole, yeah. So boss is gonna start the 3 sequence right before winners. All you have to do is get the zombies in the top left corner of 3 and go back to the hotel. See, sounds simple, right?
Yeah.
Perfect.
All he's gonna have to walk through the graveyard, which is free every time.
Free every time.
Free every
There's-
time.
There's no enemies there.
Don't at me. Free every time. And I really hope that Boss K actually proves my point here.
Hmm.
It's not bad yet. Ooh, he went out. He's feeling
Going-
like a lot of lag. He was like, no, I'm gonna try that again.
Okay, he knows about despawning south. I like it.
All right. Let's see what it looks like leaving.
Okay, so he's gonna take the fly fight. He could
Uh,
take a death, and it wouldn't be the end of the
Yeah.
world because he could just go straight to.
Right, and he doesn't need Paula anymore at this point. Because
Yeah,
Paula just revives when you get kidnapped.
He could go straight to the hotel. I'd be trying to run at this point personally. With 2 HP, definitely. Okay, so he's gonna die, but he can go straight to the hotel. Maybe 30-second, 45-second loss. Nothing too major.
Yeah.
Oh, and Roman got the photo. That's the photo with Paula. Crow in there, taking
And, yeah.
right in front of the way.
And got in the fight with the 2 crows. Oh, I hope he knows. I hope Boss K knows that he can just go to the hotel.
Looks like he does.
Okay.
Rockin' missing both crows. Best psychic ability ever.
He could just auto fight these crows because they're not strong crows. So Quattro,
Quattro.
how much speed does a crow have? Look, I know somebody told me this before and I forgot it again.
It's zoom speed. Stole a hamburger. Wow.
I know this because I missed him every single hit in my race, and I died.
Quattro, I'll be back in a minute, okay?
Okay. All right, so is he? Just go ahead. He's gonna drop the cookie. He's not gonna drop the other things though. He might drop the teddy bear and the He's not dropping the teddy bear and the items yet. Maybe he'll do that here soon. No, he's not. You have a teddy bear. Drop the teddy bear. He didn't drop the teddy bear or a red swirl. Alright, this is gonna take him a long time to get to do this death warp. So while we wait on that, we're gonna go over here and focus on Boss K for a bit. Boss K is now dealing with Winters. Winters is fun because it has the hardest enemy in Earthbound, the dumbest character in Earthbound. Actually, 2 of the dumbest characters in Earthbound. Heck. And one of the worst caves in Earthbound. So really, like, Winters is just kind of tough. Like Winters is really tough early on. Tony is the coolest, yes, and the coolest character in Earthbound. What he's wanting to do is he's gonna come down here and get the broken key machine from I don't remember his name.
Maxwell, you're a broken
Maxwell.
key machine.
Wow. Well, thank you.
Timed it perfectly.
He's just gonna use it on the first locker here. It doesn't matter which one. You find out that the key just does not work. So he's gonna go back to Maxwell, talk to him, and it's like, oh, okay, I gave you the wrong one.
My bad, man.
Oh, speaking of which, since you were gone, we're
Uh-huh.
focusing on Boss K right now because I have no idea what Roman's doing.
Okay.
He's doing the death warp.
Uh-huh.
He has a teddy bear.
Oh.
He has his
Oh.
items.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So that's gonna take him a while. So while he's doing that, we're just focusing on.
Well, teddy bear's gone at least, but
Yeah.
yeah, he's gonna. Oh, he moved the defensive equipment.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
32 HP. Yeah.
He didn't remove the teddy bear though, and that's also a problem. But
Well, at least Ness is dead. Oh, there we go. Now we got it.
okay. Although that is his second mole, I think he got in a fight with.
All right. Best character in the game, Bubble Monkey. Never does anything wrong.
No, he was actually one of the two bad characters I said.
Monkey and Pokey.
No, Monkey and Jeff.
Wow, I'm having a hard time hearing you. I thought you said Jeff.
Jeff. Of course, it's Jeff. I've had issues with Jeff previously. Getting in a fight with a dog here during a race, not a big deal. One melee attack here will be fine. See, dog's dead. You'll get probably a bread roll from it. Let's see if he gets a bread roll. He does get a bread roll, which is good for healing if he gets maybe like a bad proto fight. But no, like I've had issues with Jeff not ever doing enough damage with his BBRs and MBRs. It's frustrating. I know that frustration.
Look, man, you're putting too much pressure on the boy.
Look, Pooh is greatest, okay? I'm still sticking by my dedication to Pooh as the greatest boy in this
I
part.
don't understand how Pooh is even in the conversation right now.
Look, Paula is the hero of Earthbound. No one's questioning that. Paula's the reason why we win.
Pooh is the greatest luggage holder of all time.
Hey, Pooh, can you hold all my sandwiches?
Pooh, I'm hungry. Hit me.
But it's more like his character, like the stuff he goes through is what makes him cool for me.
All right.
Like he goes to the top of a mountain, he meditates and has this floating head just like take over him. He's like, I'm gonna take your eyes and I'm gonna take your arms and your legs and your ears and I'm gonna drive you crazy. And you want that? And like Pooh's like, yeah, sure. He's like, okay, you pass.
Clearly, you're demented. I can't do anything with you.
And then once you get him and you go to the pyramid and get out, he's like, okay, guys, I'll see y'all later. I'm gonna go learn something cool. Okay? And he does learn something cool. You know, Starstorm is an awesome move. It looks really cool. And then and then he comes back in and saves Ness, Paula, and Jeff from a fight that they've already won. And he's like, no need to thank me.
All right.
Okay, so
For
Roman did catch himself at the last second, grabbing a photo trigger.
Yeah, that was good.
Which is good.
Good memory. Boss is gonna walk through Brick Road. Brick Road has no random encounters. The problem is, Brick Road does have
Protos.
planned encounters. Yes.
Protos and a duck. A few ducks, but you only fight one. If you fight one.
Protors are meanie heads because they have a lot of speed and they can call for help. And they can hit you for 10 damage every time they hit you. Luckily, this proto was
Yeah, this one's
violent.
pretty good. That was a good proto fight. Pacifist proto.
The duck shouldn't be a problem, but I'm pretty sure I died to a duck in my race against Erythium.
Look, I died.
I'm still a little salty about that. Love you, man. But
I've died to a duck before too. Like the duck can be very violent sometimes. If you just have that bad run, that duck will just be like, I'm gonna peck your eyes and I'm gonna do it every turn.
Yeah.
Or Jeff just misses too much.
Proto 2 skip? Nope, not quite.
Okay, you're a little bit ahead of me, so
Sorry. It tells me 4.9 seconds.
no,
I
you're
don't know.
fine though. That was more on Bubble Monkey. I think he could have waited a little bit more until Bubble Monkey was back to movement. But it's okay.
oh, we got the double proto. I looked away for a second, and there he was.
Looks like he should get through it though.
Right. Oh, the dodge because of the speed. There we go. Level 5? Good grief.
I didn't realize you actually could leave
Yeah, you
Brick
can.
Road level 5.
27, that sounds right.
Yeah, I think that's correct. 27 speed.
Alright. Now Bossk is coming up to a really bad cave, which I was talking about earlier. Pond Cave.
Pond Cave's free, man. Oh, no, never mind. It's not free. I was kidding.
Pond Cave. No, see, you can never say this is free, ever. If anybody says Pond Cave is free, nah. You can be one of those runners that stutters through this whole cave or this first part. They will tell you it's never free. Which, speaking of which, those are always beautiful to watch. Like when you watch, like,
yes.
oh yeah, watching like Daniel or
Oh
James
my
do
gosh.
stutter through this. It's just like, what beauty is this? Like,
It's art.
it's so majestic. And I'm like, I wish I could stutter like that. Luckily, like, these rooms right here with the closed-in hallways, you don't have to stutter away from these enemies because they aren't gonna go through those doors. Like,
Yeah, it's like 1 pixel wide.
Yeah, like you can see, Jeff's having a hard time himself walking through those hallways.
This third room that Boss is at is perfect because you can't do anything about the spawns that are right in front of your face.
Yep. So you just have to keep exiting and entering until you just get a free room. But that's the first half of the room. You have to hope for a second half of the room too. But luckily, you don't have to leave at that point. And you could be at this for a while. Because this is Pond Cave.
Erythium, what are the odds? I think this is a 60% spawn plate, if I remember right. That looked a lot more than 60% to me.
Alright, so now he's just going to move back a little bit.
He's not even 60. Okay, wow.
Alright, so he's going to grab this package, which is the bottle rocket. This bottle rocket is nice for Boogey, just in case the BBR doesn't do enough. Sometimes the bottle rocket can miss.
No.
Yes.
Never.
I've seen it a lot, actually. This is the one reason
Ooh,
why I
good
kind of hate
mushrooms.
it. Oh yeah, that is a really good mushroom pack right there. But having the BBR or the bottle rocket, the extra bottle rocket, at least gives Jeff an extra turn in Boogie Tent, just in case you don't kill him first turn with a BBR. So I think Boogie he's 600 health, but I don't know if
It's 579.
579. Okay.
Yeah, so just BBR can do anywhere from 0 to 750. I personally would say average is probably right around 400 from my experience.
So when talking to Dr. Endanuts here, you want to be mashing B at first, or B and select, and then switch over immediately to L and A. You don't want to ask for a donut. You don't want to say no to have you seen Stonehenge. You just want to get through this dialogue as quick as possible. And you have to mash once you get in Skyrunner too, because it won't
Gotta crank
blast
that
off.
thing, man.
Yes. It's like any other vehicle. You have to start it up.
So boss has about a 2-minute time break, input break, before the final leg of Boogie Percent, which is collect all the characters and head to Boogie Tent and kill them.
Yep. I think
Roman's
boss,
getting the junk key.
yep,
What were you saying there?
Oh, I think Boss K, if he's gonna play it safe because he knows he's got the lead. He's gonna grab the teddy bear that's west of or the east of the graveyard or the cemetery where he spawned from, where the crash, where Nessa and Paula are being held up, and then he's gonna go down to Boogie Tent because you don't want a bad death during Boogie Tent. Because, like, if he kills Jeff first, that can be bad. Luckily, he still has a defense spray. If you have a bad boogie fight and everybody dies, it's not the end of the world. You just sell the defense spray, get whatever money you can, res your kids, and just try again. So Roman's equipping the weapons or the items, and now he's making it out of the building into Winters. Good old Tony using himself as a step stool for Jeff.
Thanks, Tony.
Best Tony. And Jeff, doing what he normally does while driving the Skyrunner, crashes it.
Hey man, he only crashed it 2 out of 3 times.
You now wonder why Jeff is bad. He can't even drive. He has a UFO that his dad builds. He's a scientist. And you think, okay, I could drive this UFO. No, he can't.
So
bad.
you've driven UFOs, right? right?
All the time.
Ah, okay. All right. You have a perfect UFO driving record.
Yes.
Okay.
Because what you
Well,
don't
you're better
know.
than Jeff.
Ooh, wait. Oh, did Roman go to the top?
Roman, I don't think should be cutting the corner, or actually not cutting the corner. Yeah.
Roman went the top path, I think.
No, he's past that part, but oh, boss using the skip sandwich! Yay!
Oh, look at him go! Look at that fastness.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna despawn like that.
Alright, red swirl on the dog. If you're gonna get in that fight, you just might as well just not red swirl. Always keep your face towards the enemy so that way.
All right.
Or you can always try to green swirl if you know how to green swirl certain enemies.
Boss is doing the all-out attack, rockin' freeze.
All right, he's got the teddy bear though, so he might.
DVR. Looking for 579 total. Come on.
All right, teddy bear took a hit. That's fine. 71
Ooh,
rocking.
nice one.
There it is.
Boogey is down. So, boss should have like a high 120 roughly, and he should win the race, pending anything crazy happening.
All right, Roman's choosing to go above the tent to skip the photo trigger because it's very small. It's easy to skip, but if you go too far down, you'll accidentally hit it. So it's safe. It's safe for like newer runners to just go above the tent if they feel uncomfortable with it.
Yeah. Do you want a 20-second photo or a 3-second, around the tent?
All right, and OverlordBossk K is done with a finish time of 1:20:46.
Very nice, boss.
Tank glitch. Go show us that tank glitch. Try to get into. Be one of the other runners that gets into the debug menu.
I think he's content to call that a win in a night.
Fair enough. I don't blame him.
Did I think Boss only had the Frankenstein death, right? Or am I forgetting something?
No, he only had the Frankenstein death. Yeah.
Nice, very nice. Roman's getting off Tessie. You got to cut this corner a little wide to avoid the 100% goat spawn plate.
See if he does it.
All right, there's no goat right there.
All right. Let's see how his proto fights go. Let's see how his pawn
That's
cave
the
goes.
wrong path.
Oh no.
All right.
Alright, so bash it out. Oh, he's gonna be a little bit more violent.
Wait.
What?
Actually,
Sound is on.
I don't know. Is it?
Hold on. Sound is on Roman.
Okay.
Oh, the swag skip.
Nice.
Let's go, boy. And
Double
the
skip.
second proto skip. Excellent, dude.
Roman's showing off now. Now that the pressure's off.
I still have a hard time getting this swag skip, man. That duck just like looks over at me. He's like, "Hey."
You guilty.
Well, I mean, it's a duck, so most likely it's gonna be like quack.
Oh,
And
oh
just,
yeah,
you know,
yeah, true.
It's that easy. Stop that. It's not that easy. I struggle with it every time. All right, let's see how this place
No
goes for him.
spawns? Where's your spawns at, man?
Ooh, nice. He's doing a little bit of stuttering there, going in, just filling out the lag. It could also affect you and put enemies in that place if you're just too slow. If that's a single slug, I would have gone for that, to be honest.
Yeah, Jeff should auto win a single slug.
Yeah.
But, that's just an option you have at this point.
I mean, luckily he's not having to enter the room. He actually got some good rooms there.
Yeah, that was a nice
He
pond
was
cave.
he was able to get out of there pretty quickly. But he still has this top path.
Yeah, mushrooms can spawn in the way. If they're off to the right, there's a chance we can just sneak by them. Like that guy, that's fine. He's gonna get stuck.
Oh yeah. All right, that was a pretty good pond cave. Not a whole lot of despawning. 2 well done skips. Just don't get in a caveman fight. Stay away from these cave boys. Okay, good. I did that once, and I'll never do it again.
These cave boys are a kind of a weird enemy in this game where I don't remember what their speed is exactly, but it's something like 5 right now.
But it increases.
Yeah, but if you come back with Ness and everybody else, it's like 70 something. And I don't understand the concept behind that or why that happened.
Alright, Skyrunner going up in the air. And all he has left is to finish off Boogey. You know, he's pretty gutsy with those skips in Brick Road. I wonder if he goes no bear.
I don't think he would skip the bear. There's no point right now.
Right. I mean, some people always do. They're just like, okay, I want to just be risky. You know, like Toucan and Chase. Just, I'm risky.
Risky Toucan.
Risky player. But me, I always go for the bear. You know, there's no wrong in being just a little bit safer. Just in case. See, Toucan knows. He's like, yes.
I mean, generally, I like to skip the bear too, because of the way I like to play Boogie Tent and Boogie Percent.
Right. I like to live dangerously. Ask Daniel. I don't have to ask Daniel anything.
Apologize.
Nah, dude, you're doing well. Apologize for those 6 skips you got earlier. Because I can never get them. You're doing fine. Finish off with a strong win against Boogey. You should be good. Although I should have defended and gotten the BBR
That
off.
kid
Yes, you
is
should have,
walking to the
Toucan.
side.
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm okay. I'm okay. Boom.
See, again, Jeff wrecking another UFO, man. In an alternate
It's the
dimension.
same UFO.
It's
man.
an alternate dimension, man. It's not the same playthrough. In another universe, that same Jeff.
Look, just because it's different RNG doesn't mean it's not the same UFO.
Landed in this exact same place too, man.
Yeah, Bosk. Roman had the Frankenstein death. He also
Oh,
had.
he had plenty of
Vita's.
deaths. He had several deaths.
Was there more than just?
He took the Frankenstein death. He took
Oh,
the UFO
yeah.
death.
Yeah, the UFO death. Death I forgot. So.
He took
Tree death.
Tree death. I think that was it after that.
No bear. Wow, I'm surprised.
Hey, look at that! I told you. I did not. Did I not say it? don't get any fights with any of these kids, and you should be good.
Oh, if you're skipping the bear, please, 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 please don't.
You
drop
definitely
him.
have to defend BBR. You want to make sure that Jeff gets off his attack.
No.
Is
Oh,
he
he's got
too-
fire though. I forgot about that.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah, he took a bee fight.
Oh, Jeff, no.
Oof. Yeah.
Oh man. 49 too. Wow. Great rocking. Beautiful. Wow. Boogie Tent, what are you doing?
Oh, my goodness, dude.
So at this point, he literally cannot win.
No. Dude, can't stress. He could.
Well,
No,
Boogie
there
Tent
it
is
is.
great. Thanks, man.
So what he's gonna have to do is that he's gonna have to go. He's gonna have to go sell the defense spray, get the money out.
But he does
Alright.
have the teddy bear. He can get the teddy bear this
He
time.
also can get the teddy bear this time.
Roman, if you're listening, the most money efficient way to do it is grab the teddy, sleep in the hotel with just Ness, and then revive whoever you want with bottle rockets and whatever, blah blah blah.
Preferably Jeff, because Jeff has an item that can do
Oh yeah, at least Jeff.
most of Boogie's or all of it.
Erythium. I love it.
Hospital is over by the pizza place, so go to
Go a little
your-
left.
Yeah.
Yeah, west.
If you see a snake, that's fine. The
You
snake's
passed it.
gonna-
Ah! Hospital's to your right now. Oh, you're going to get money. Yes, of course. How
Yes,
dumb
he
am I?
has to do that. Hunter,
$21?
he took several deaths.
Yeah.
He's got to
He can sell the defense spray.
Yeah, go ahead, sell the defense spray if you're listening. Defense spray is on Jeff. The defense spray should be able to.
Wait, I didn't even see it just now. Where was it?
Did he get rid of the defense spray?
I may have just missed it. He dropped it? I didn't see that he dropped it.
Oh no.
We can at least
All right,
revive
try
Jeff.
revive Jeff.
Unfortunately, this is our only hope. Like,
Yeah,
if we take another death there, there's nothing we can do.
dropping the defense spray. It's never good just because situations like this could happen. So first turn, defend with Ness, BBR with Jeff. Just gonna bash.
Not a big difference on time.
Oh, you just type done.
Ooh, 666, but he is down.
I think that may be an early. Okay, he undone from the race. Yeah, that's not done yet.
Oh yeah, I just saw that.
Boogie's name was written all over the devil's. Devil's notebook said, Boogey, I'm after you.
Get the slime honey. Go, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Doodle doo.
Okay.
Alright. So,
Finished with a time of 1:34:35.
yeah. GG to Bosk for the win, and GG to Roman for making the best of a bad situation with a very vicious boogie tent.
Yes. Very, very good runs from. I don't know how much I don't know how much they've both been running, but they seem a little bit newer, and it comes over time. I know because I'm also a newer runner. Um, once you start running it more and start learning certain situations and like fights and movements and whatnot, those times get cut down so like large amounts.
Yeah. You're just gonna shred the time, right?
Yeah, shred it. You'll get to like sub 110, and then you have a hard time PBing after a while. Um, but I think that's gonna be it for this race, since
Yeah,
both of
I
them
think
have now
so.
just both gone offline. Uh, so we're gonna go ahead and sign out.
Yeah,
Thank you for
Quattro's fun.
thank you for joining me.
Yeah, man.
I know I asked you a little bit late and I held you up. Tell the missus that next time I'm up in your area, I'll bring gifts. So,
All right, man.
all right, we're going to sign out. So, thanks everybody for watching.
Have a good night.